Happy hump day, y'all.
Welcome to the That's So Lane podcast. I'm Casey.
And I'm Molly. We are happy that y'all are here today. We had an unexpected week off because we went crazy. Oh, we just had a little bit too much on our plate and decided let's push pause and regroup next week, and that's what we did.
That's what we did. And we also had computer issues. So
So
hopefully those are resolved now.
yes, let's hope. So it's been 2 weeks, and I honestly haven't talked to you all that much actually in these 2 weeks. So what's been happening?
Yeah, it has been a long 2 weeks, and I don't know that we have talked honestly at all, other than a couple Marcos here and there. But
Yeah,
yeah, so just the spring market is here with real estate, so I've just been pretty much showing back to back.
which is a
Um,
good thing, right?
Yeah, yeah, very exciting. So my weekends are tiring now, but that's okay. That's a good thing. Avery started softball, so she's in practice,
Oh, I
and
didn't know that.
yeah, waiting on Owen's baseball schedule to be released. So yeah, we'll be real busy here soon, which I'm sure you're the same way.
Yes. We just wrapped up all three boys' basketball seasons in the last couple weeks, and I'm like, huh, okay, exhale for a couple weeks before baseball really kicks up. There's already practices happening, but not the games yet. So I'm like, let's have as many family dinners as we can and enjoy the slower pace of a couple weeks.
Yes.
Although I feel like my schedule has been just wild lately. I This morning I literally put 6 loads of laundry that need to be folded in the sunroom. And I'm like, I'm gonna sit in the sun later and fold all this laundry. Like there's just a lot of things like that that are really getting neglected around my house lately. So I have some home kind of things to do for sure.
Yeah, same here. Jared picks up a lot of the slack on the weekends if I'm gone. But we've just been asking each other, like, where does this laundry come from?
Oh my word. Well, I did Callan's laundry yesterday because he's going on spring break with his friend, and I'm like, I need to make sure you're like legit prepared. We need to go through your clothes. I need to go shopping if we need stuff, and a lot of his doesn't fit. So I'm like, let me do your laundry and then I'll start going through your clothes today. So I did his laundry yesterday, and I'm like, I know you wore black jeans to your orchestra concert, but you didn't wear 2 pairs of black jeans. Why are there two in here? I know you wore baseball pants last week to one practice, but why are there 4 pairs of baseball pants in here? Because he just throws everything in the pile. And I'm like, are you kidding me? This is so annoying. So he should have had 2 loads and he had like 3.5 loads of laundry because he just throws it in the pile.
Yeah, Owen does the same thing. And last week I
Well,
made him go through and smell everyone. I'm like, it doesn't smell it's coming out of the pile. I'm not watching it.
no, but once you put it in the bag, it all smells.
I don't care. If it's not dirty, it's not getting clean.
If there are not poop streaks in these underwear, they're going back on your body.
Yeah, Avery wore a sweater to our like night of fine arts at her school the other night, and I like literally she was in the sweater for an hour. She stood up on stage and sang a choir song, and we left and came home. And I saw that in the dirty clothes. I'm like, child.
I do not wash my clothes probably as frequently as I should because I don't want to wear them out. Like a sweater and stuff, like I'll wear
Yeah.
that thing 4, 5, 12 titimes before I put it in the laundry.
Oh
As
yeah.
long as I'm not like all day or sweaty or, if I wear it to an event or to dinner or something and it's not messy, it's going in the closet, not in
Yeah,
the laundry.
for sure.
Yeah, once they start doing it on their own, they're going to realize what a pain in the
Yes.
butt it is.
Well, we've already tried to start that process, but I feel like I really need like a second washer and dryer if I'm going to have them do their clothes because they're not really home enough to switch everything over like they should. So then I
Right.
end up doing their clothes anyway. And I'm like, this is just stupid. Then we have all these half loads that I need to put in. Jaden does all of his own clothes, and Evan, for the most part, does his own clothes. But Avery and Owen are just like, even when Jaden and Evan do it, it drives me crazy because they'll leave stuff in the washer and
Right.
then.
Cooper handed me a note last night. I'm at the counter working on my taxes. So I'm like in the middle of adding with the calculator. And he puts a sticky note right in front of me. And I'm like, I'll read it in a minute. Good night, good night. So then I look up after I'm done calculating. He's like, I started a load of laundry. Can you please put it in the dryer at 10:50 p.m.? And I'm like, sure. I mean, I'll be up, but I like sometimes I'm trying to go to bed earlier, but I didn't last night. So I moved the laundry over at 10:50 and then it wasn't dry, so I had to put it in for a little longer. And like 11:15, his clothes were in the dryer. Woohoo!
Fine.
I am currently drinking 4 drinks. I have a coffee, I have a green juice, I have a water, and I have a purple tea.
Nice.
Billy's like, "What? Why are you drinking?" I'm like, "I'm trying to be healthy, but I have no idea what is it making me healthy, what is making me regular, what is helping me feel less bloated, so I just have to keep doing all of it.
That's right.
All the things."
Heaven forbid you eliminate one at a time.
I know. I know. So let me just keep buying everything. Just in case.
I only have water. I'm trying to hydrate because I got sinuses going on. Like everything is happening earlier here, which I think you guys are too. We're like 71 here. All of the bulbs are blooming already.
Yes.
A month early. So my sinuses are crazy. I have a headache, stuffy nose, all that kind of stuff. So I took a sinus pill. So, but then it makes me so dry and thirsty. So I'm
Yeah.
trying to drink my water. That's all I'm drinking today, water.
Good for you. I actually, now that you say that, my kids have been sinusy. I've had a headache for like 3 days, no sinus stuff, but I'm wondering if it's an allergy headache.
Yeah.
I'm like, I'm eating healthy, I'm exercising. What's wrong with me? Why do I have a headache? But it's probably that.
Probably.
Yeah. Uh, well, today on the That's So Lame podcast, we're broaching a subject that we don't normally talk about, and that is spilling the tea on celebrity things slash conspiracy theories about celebrity things. Pretty
I think we
excited.
need more conspiracy theories by now.
Well, that's true. This is like my wheelhouse. So, like, combine a conspiracy theory with a celebrity, and I'm your girl.
Yeah.
Hooked. Ready. I sent you, I think, 3 topics that I would like to discuss today, or 3 specific, interesting things that I'd like to discuss. You did not send me yours. Are they different than mine?
No, I pretty much got the same things as you. So there's really not like too much going on in the celebrity world.
Yes, there's always so much going on in the celebrity world, Carol. Okay, let's start with the obvious. Princess Catherine.
Yes.
Where is Princess Catherine?
We know she was photographed in the car last night.
Yes. But really, if they were trying to squelch rumors that something is like she's okay, putting out a picture that's blurry of the kind of back corner side of her head is not going to do it for me.
Yeah.
Is that Pippa? Is it a body double? Is it actually her? The conspiracy theorist in me does not 100% believe it. Also, where are they going? Where do you think they're going? You know what? Also, what if you were Princess Catherine and you never got to just go roam the aisles of Target?
Yeah, that would suck.
Yeah, like you want to just like have a day on your own and like be leisurely. Does she ever get to do like she literally can't go to like a store? How
Yeah.
wild. What a
I,
sad life.
I mean, I would say that you'd get used to it after a little while, but yes, that would be so annoying. I can't even imagine living like a life where people even remotely recognize me.
Yeah, it'd be so weird. Maybe she really doesn't know what she's missing out on. She doesn't know the joy of a leisurely stroll around Target with a Starbucks in your hand and no children with you.
Well, I mean, she had a normal life before she became royalty, so
I thought she was always royal in some way.
I don't think so.
Oh, okay,
I thought,
fine.
I mean, I think her family was well off, but I don't think they were like royalty.
Well,
Uh,
her uncle is right now on like Big Brother or something. Did you know that?
no.
And they're like worried that he's going to be like spilling the tea. And he was already saying like she's not doing well.
Interesting.
Lana.
So, do we think that she had something actually done with her abdominal region? Or was it something with her face? Because she hasn't shown her face.
I don't think she could do something to her face and not be completely scrutinized. Like people would know, you
True.
know? So I think it was something with her abdomen, but I feel like, I mean, as a former nurse, if you're in the hospital for 14 days, that is an enormous surgery.
Yeah.
That's not a tummy tuck. That's not, I mean, maybe that she stayed longer for just like pure, just relaxing recovery, you know, 24-hour care around the clock, whatever recovery, but that's a long, long recovery.
Yeah. It
That's
really is.
not a hysterectomy. That's not, I don't even know. I don't know.
Yeah.
Very,
I don't know
very
either.
interesting. But on one hand, I'm like, leave him alone. Leave her alone. Like, let her live her life. Give her some privacy. But then with celebrities in general, I'm like, you signed up for this. You signed up for your life to be very public. You make enough money to have security to make sure you're safe in a very public life. And you kind of owe the people some things. And with them, it's like next level. Like, you are the future of the country.
Yeah.
Your father in law has cancer. You're probably going to be the queen in the next few years. Like, the people deserve to know your health status, I think.
Yeah. No, I agree.
Do you think that their marriage is on the rocks? Because that's a rumor I've seen.
Well, I don't know why she would be in the hospital if their marriage was on the rocks.
Maybe she had a relatively mild, regular surgery, but she didn't want to recover at home because her husband is a punk.
Or maybe she wasn't actually in the hospital for anything like surgery related. Maybe she was going through rehab.
Ooh, 14 days rehab is pretty short, though.
True. True. Well, she could have started there and then had some like in home. I don't know.
She couldn't be like a drug or alcohol addict, though. She's always so poised in public.
True.
I mean, I guess some people are, but like she never slips up.
Yeah.
Like if you were an addict of some sort, you would slip.
Yeah. But I'm with you. What keeps you in the hospital for 14 days? Unless it is something like cancer that she was having to be treated for an exceptionally long time.
But even that, it's like, it's not usually like a long treatment like that. It's like you come in once a week or twice a week and you do like those kind of things.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's really, really interesting. And I feel like with Princess Diana, I have so many questions, so many theories. And I know beyond a shadow of a doubt that the royal family did her dirty. And oh, I forgot to text mom this morning because I was watching this little clip of Princess Diana back in the 90s, like talking about how she thought she was never going to be queen. She like foresaw that. She said, because they don't want me to be queen because I don't follow the rules. Anyway, she was talking and Lincoln looks and goes, is that Marmy? He thought Princess Diana circa 90 was Marmy. I'm going to have to tell her. She was so honored. But yeah,
I feel like the royal family like loves Kate. Not like they definitely didn't necessarily like Princess Diana, but I
right.
feel Kate has always been like adored.
Yes, I think so. So I don't think it's anything with that, but I do think that they have agendas and they do a lot of dirty things to get their way, which I think is government in general.
Yes.
But I think that Princess Diana did not die in a tragic accident. 100%.
Well, I think she might have died in a tragic accident, but I don't think it was actually an accident.
That's true. Correct, correct. I think she was pregnant with Dodi Fayed's baby too.
You've been way down that rabbit hole.
Way down, way down. My Botox is starting to set in from a couple days ago, and I am feeling fresh and fly. Oh. When I'm getting really excited about the conspiracies and there's not a ton of movement, you know it's a good day.
There you go.
Um, yeah, I've been way down the rabbit hole, and I feel because we were in London on the anniversary of her death, I feel like I've had more interest in her whole life and story and everything because of that. So yeah, I've gone far down the rabbit hole, but I'm very, very much invested in this story and I need Kate to come forward and I need her to tell everything. And that picture that was edited out And the Kensington Palace Instagram is not going to cut it, obviously.
Yeah. Well, I saw something last night where they said that was the picture of her face is like exactly um, a picture of one of her photographs in one of the magazines. I think. Did you see that?
I saw that there's like 18 critical errors with it. Like they pointed out all these weird things.
Yeah.
And then
But it
she
was
said,
like photoshopped. Like if you took the picture from that magazine and like put it on her face, like it was exact.
oh,
So like almost like her whole body was redone, photoshopped.
so interesting. So interesting. Like, why even post a picture? Or I'm sure you have some other picture you could post and be like, Happy Mother's Day from this picture at Christmas or whatever.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't know.
It's just weird. It's like he doth protest too much. Like you're trying too hard and SOS. This is not a good look.
Yeah.
Whoever runs their PR is probably losing their job.
Well, and then, she supposedly got on last night and said that she had done the editing. Like, do we really think that
We just covered the fact that she doesn't even shop at Target. She's definitely not on her phone editing a photo.
yeah.
No. Have you ever seen The Crown? Those folks don't even bathe themselves. They have everything done for them. There's no photo editing. No. Oh, no one believes you. And they signed her name like with a C. And isn't her name spelled with a K?
No, I think it is spelled with a C.
Are we sure?
I'm positive. I
You-
guess that's like her signature.
It's what?
C. That's like her signature, like signing.
Okay.
It's her
Fine.
signature.
Oh, it is C. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. My bad. Oh my gosh. Like if you just Google like, oh, but her name, Kate Middleton, is a K. That's so weird to me. Like if your name starts with a C and you want to go by your shortened version, why do you change the first letter?
Yeah, I don't know.
Well, that's kind of confusing. Well, it'll be interesting to see what happens in the next little while. And we're definitely going to have more coverage of this very exciting story as we move on through our spring. But I'm invested. I'm invested. And my screen time is yelling at me like, fold the laundry and stop going down rabbit holes.
Yeah.
But I will tell you, Reddit is.
Go down rabbit holes, watch videos of it while you fold the laundry.
That's true. I need to watch videos instead of reading things because I'm.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to watch videos.
Do that on YouTube. Get on YouTube instead of Googling.
Reddit is the best place to be, though.
Yes, Reddit has got the stories.
That's all the uncensored information about everything in life.
And everything is real on there.
Everything. 100%. Everyone posts under an alias. Listen, my reality TV time has really been slacking lately, which is fine. Like I'm a couple episodes behind on all my different shows. But I'm invested in Kate Middleton. That's for sure. And the mysterious death of that man who is Prince Charles's cousin.
Wait, who was that?
Prince Charles's cousin is a lady. Her husband, like 45-year-old man, died of apparent suicide, which is very sad. But then Prince William didn't show up for some kind of reading. I think he might. Hold on, I don't want to misspeak on the internet. This man used to date Pippa Middleton. Is one layer of it. Another layer of it is Prince William didn't show up for something for this. I don't know. Another layer is Prince William has all these bruises down the side of his neck. Have you seen that?
No.
May not be related at all. But the interesting thing is that the media keeps saying so-and-so passed away and it has nothing to do with William. So-and-so passed away, has nothing to do with William. Okay, no one was thinking that before you said it. Now the conspiracy theorists are running wild down the road with the fire because this is not normal. This is weird. Why are you saying that?
Oh.
So the plot thickens. The monarchy crumbles further. Yeah, you got to do some research into that.
Yeah, I'm going to have to.
People listening
The
to
only person I had been researching last night was the Boeing guy. Did you hear about him?
Yes. That
Yeah,
is very, very sus.
very sus.
We have a cousin that works for Boeing,
We do?
or did. We
Don't
should
say the name
probably
on the
do it.
internet.
What?
Don't say the name on the internet.
I won't, but we need to do a wellness check ASAP.
Yes.
Okay, after this call, wellness check. He might not work there anymore. I don't know. But that is very suspicious
Very suspicious.
and very concerning as an American citizen that really enjoys taking a plane flight. Like, I want to be safe. You don't get into a flying tube in the air and expect to not be safe. Like, scary.
Yeah. Yeah, we're flying in a few weeks and it's kind of making me unsettled. I got to get that will done, you know?
You don't have a will?
No.
I mean, I say that like I'm appalled, but I just got mine last year. It was quite the morbid, awful process, but it literally took us maybe half an hour. The longest conversations in it were, who are we trusting for XYZ, XYZ? You can pick different people to make your medical decisions. I think your name is on my will like 47 times. You're making my medical decisions, you're all the things. Um, so those were the hardest things, like deciding those people. But the rest was basically like just pretty simple. You go get it notarized and then you put it away and forget about it. And it's never going to be needed, but it is a nice, like,
Thing to know you have. Yeah.
you don't ever want your kids to be put in a bad spot in case tragedy happens.
Yeah. I think the thing that's kind of held us off recently is just that my children are like phasing out in ages, you know, back
Yeah.
to back.
Well, you can put
So,
ages on there. So, like ours, when they're at this old, they can have this much money. Or when they're this old, they can take ownership in, the trusts or whatever. Like,
yeah.
it goes to an adult. Everything goes to adult. The kid's well-being, all the finances, everything, all the decision making until this time. So even if it's only a year until that time or whatever, you just have it all laid out in there.
Yeah.
But right now, you could just leave all your kids to Jaden.
Well, that's what I'm saying, Jaden. And then, I mean, Evan is 18 now too. So would they just all live in this house and just be hunky dory all together?
No, they would not. They're still going to move out and do their own things. And you probably need to have a trusted adult responsible for the finances, just in case.
Probably. Probably. Maybe we'll try and get that done before we leave.
Yeah. Highly recommend any of you mothers or people in general out there, just bite the bullet and do it and get it over with.
Yeah. We need to. Okay, well, on to something a little less morbid.
Well, the next topic that I have is not less morbid.
Oh, what is your topic?
Ghislaine Maxwell.
Oh, yeah, you have to fill me in on this because, like, I haven't done tons of research on her. I mean, I've done like some, but I've read things here and there.
Fascinating life. I mean, very fascinating. Tragedy surrounds the woman, from her father's mysterious death off of a boat to her very horrible lover, friend, boss, whoever he was. Like, lots of tragedy around her life. My interest in the story comes in to the fact that she was just like retried, or this week, yesterday, like the trial is still happening. And she's on trial and she's in jail for trafficking children. But
Yeah,
who did she traffic the children to?
right.
That's my issue. Like, how are we charging this woman and yet nobody is in trouble?
Yeah,
And I don't even care. I don't care if you're a Republican, a Democrat, my father, a pastor, a celebrity. I don't care. If you had part in that, you should be in trouble.
and you know there has to be a paper trail somewhere.
For sure. So that just irritates me a lot. Like, we're letting all the light on this woman who was wrong and should be in jail as well. But there's a whole lot of other people that should be in jail.
Yeah.
Put them in the slammer.
Well, and maybe she's talking behind the scenes because,
Maybe.
I mean, we all know from watching Suits that
That there's stuff that happens.
negotiate a lesser sentence if you know. to start
Mm-hmm.
talking. So I don't know. I've never been in that position before. God forbid.
You haven't?
No.
Good for you. Good choices in your life, Carol.
I've only been pulled over once in my life.
Same. And it was
Yeah.
for rolling through a stop sign, and he didn't give me a ticket.
Well, mine was for going 70 and a 55, and I told the police officer that he was crazy because I showed him my GPS, and I was like, I just turned right there, and there's no way I could have gotten from a turning speed to 70 in the amount of time that you pulled me over. And he was like, yeah, you're right. I must have gotten somebody else. And he left me alone.
You have enormous balls to fight with a cop like that.
I didn't fight with him. I just stated a fact. I was like, he said, do you know why I pulled you over? And I said, no. And he said, you were going 70 and a 55. And I said, no, I wasn't. And he said, well, I clocked you going 70 and a 55. And I said, you didn't clock me because here's my GPS that has been on the whole time. You can see where I turned that corner and you clocked me before there was any way possible. I don't drive a sports car, people. I drive an Acura MDX. It doesn't have any get up and go.
Wow. Okay. Good for you. I would have just said no and burst into tears, and I would have started wailing so loudly that they would have let me go. And not because I was trying to put on a show or anything. It would just be my normal reaction.
Or reaction.
Just a wail. Yeah. Mhm. Well, good for you. I just hope that a little bit more comes out of this whole trial, honestly,
Yeah.
because a lot more needs to happen.
The whole story is definitely very morbid and sick. And it just makes you realize how many wacky people live in our world.
There really are. Sometimes I think that we are the only normal people. It's just me and you.
The only two in the whole entire world.
That's it. That's it. Mm-hmm. Yep. Okay. The next topic that I have is not morbid.
Not morbid.
Did you watch the Oscars on Sunday?
I did not watch the Oscars. I kind of hate the Oscars
Why is that?
because I don't really watch TV, so I'm kind of lost.
So you don't know who is who or what is?
I mean, I know some of them, but not a lot of them.
Okay, fair
I
enough.
must look at pictures of the pretty dresses and,
Yes.
hot guys, but
Did you see Ken's or Ryan Gosling's performance as Ken?
no.
He did. Well, did you see the Barbie movie?
Yes, I did see the Barbie movie.
I thought it was actually really cute.
I thought the Barbie movie was adorable.
Yeah. So he did the whole "I'm just Ken" in like a hot pink suit
Okay.
at the Oscars. I thought he did a fantastic job. It was probably the highlight of the Oscars for me. It was entertaining. It was so cute. Whatever. I hate that it started at a weird time. It was like 7:06 p.m. They usually don't start till like after the kids go to bed.
Okay.
But anyway, they were on, and we just happened to notice they're on when I was searching for Jeopardy. They were on. I was like, oh, well, let's watch a little of this. So I didn't watch all of it or anything. But where was I going with this? Oh, I hate how the shows that win are almost always the things I've never heard of. Like with music, with the
Yeah.
Grammys and stuff, it's like, okay, yeah, that was the biggest song this year. Of course they won. Of course they won. This, I'm like, I have never heard of that in my life. How did that just win? So it's a little annoying. But the thing I actually wanted to talk about were the outfits.
Yes.
There were a lot of beautiful outfits, I think.
Yeah.
But there was larger than a handful of outfits that I just am like, what possessed you to leave your home looking like that? And how can I wear as little as possible and strut around and be acceptable? And I'm not a prude. You know I'm not a prude. I'm all for the nudity. But can we leave anything to the imagination? Holy crap. Emily Rada, do you know her?
No.
She had this white dress on, and the front of it, it came up high and it was squared off. But it was hard, and so her body was coming away from it, and she had to keep holding it so her entire boobalicious wouldn't come out. And it had like nipple outlines on the front of the dress. Like those weren't her nipples. Her boobs weren't even touching the dress half the time. If you have to hold your dress in place to walk the carpet, something is wrong. This is not a good choice of dress. And even like Vanessa Hudgens is pregnant. I love a pregnant belly. Beautiful, beautiful. But she was wearing her lingerie on the.
I mentioned, like, come on. I mean, I'm sorry. I have been pregnant 4 times and I don't think there's anything beautiful about the pregnant body. So I'm like,
That's
I
so
don't
sad.
want to see my body pregnant, much less your body pregnant.
I think that every pregnant woman is beautiful. I just love it. And I want another kid and I want to be pregnant. Broken record. But it was just too much. Just too much.
Yeah.
I don't know. I just think like these celebrities are like people aspire to be them. People like dream about them. Like you're leaving nothing to the imagination. What are people dreaming about anymore? Because they know everything you look like.
Yeah.
Everything.
Julia Fox with her little.
That was that looks painful. That looks like it belonged in 50 Shades of Grey.
Yeah.
No, thank you. If I am losing blood flow to my nipples, the outfit is not being worn. That's 100% true.
Yeah, that was horrible. It's just always kind of edgy. Like that's the thing that annoys me, like with those kind of people. Like, what point are you trying to make? Do you not get enough attention?
Yeah, that's true. I guess you want to be like on the best dressed, on the most wow. And I mean, all press is good press, right? So even if you're up for like the ugliest nipple clumping outfit, then maybe you're still in the headlines. Woohoo!
Maybe so.
I don't know.
Man.
Maybe that's the goal.
The nipple clips are not for me.
They're not for me either. I'm vanilla, baby. Also, did you see John Cena?
I didn't see John. Oh, I did see John Cena. Yes.
All of John Cena. That was so uncomfortable. And I was like, can he tell how low he's holding that little sign that's covering his manhood? Why are we doing this? Not funny. I don't know. I didn't like it.
No.
He's a huge man.
Yeah, he is huge.
He's huge.
He's
Cooper
right.
was like, whoa. Like Cooper's very impressed with the muscle. And I'm like, ugh, no, go home. Put a triple X t-shirt on. No, not for me. Not for me. It was, I don't know. There were some definitely beautiful. Was there anyone that you actually really liked their outfit?
I think that Elsa and Chris Hemmingsworth are like the most gorgeous couple ever. Also, let's just talk about her abs, can we?
I really don't like anyone with abs at all, period. Because I'm working really hard right now and nothing is budging. I've hit a plateau. I'm drinking all the drinks. I'm having my common skinny. I am running. I am lifting. And I am just here. Just here.
Yeah.
Here.
Well, I mean, you have to come to grips with the fact that they have nutritionists that cook for them every night.
True.
Access to all of the shots and pills and anything that they need to get skinny.
That's true.
Personal trainers.
Probably some like treatments to tighten everything up.
And it's literally their job to look like that. So they don't have anything else to do.
That's true. That's true. That's true. We should not compare ourselves to celebrity abs.
No. But I definitely want to strive for celebrity abs.
I guess it's good to strive. Wait, who did you say was couple goals? I don't know if I know what dress you wore.
Elsa and Chris Hemmingsworth.
Hemsworth. Oh, yes. Yes. I'm trying to think. I can't remember the girl's name. She presented and she had a dress on with gold and the straps were like a little bit over her shoulders. They were like standing up hard. I can't remember who it was. Like, but her dress was beautiful, I thought.
I didn't see that one.
Absolutely beautiful.
I didn't love Jennifer Lawrence's dress. Kind of made me think of something I wore when I was like 12 or 13.
I mean, it's coming back. Um, I don't remember seeing her dress, but I actually don't. Let me see if I can see it. Oh, this polka dot number.
Not the polka dot one, the white butterfly one.
Oh,
I don't even know if I saw the polka dot one.
when she presented, it's pretty bad too. I'm never a big fan of Jennifer Lawrence's style
Outfits, yeah.
personally. Oh yeah. Oh, there's. It looks kind of like it should be in that Cinderella movie that I used to watch all the time, like as a
Oh,
teenager.
the real one, yes.
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 Yeah, that's what it's from. It's from that movie. Mixed with a Little Women with the collar.
Yeah. Yeah,
Yeah.
very like, yeah, Little House on the Prairie-ish, I felt like.
There is nothing wrong with Little House on the Prairie.
There's nothing wrong with Little House on the Prairie. I mean, if that's what you want to look like, but
No, no, no. We're gonna leave that style in the Little House on the Prairie era,
yes.
I
Yeah.
think. All right, I have another thing I want to ask you about. Hot take. Are you ready?
Yeah.
What are your thoughts on TikTok potentially being banned?
Okay, so we're moving on from this because I had something else on here first.
Tell me first.
Okay. How about the fact that there was no pictures of Taylor and Travis together?
But they went to Madonna's after party.
But there's no pictures. There's pictures of him, there's pictures of her, but there's no pictures together.
Are you starting a new conspiracy theory that they're actually not together anymore now that everyone got what they wanted and he won the Super Bowl?
Yeah. Or maybe I'm just questioning, like, whether it's true or not.
I love it. I love it. I just splattered green juice all over me too. Because I got so excited that there's a Taylor Travis conspiracy theory. That is a really good point. I didn't even think about it because I saw her and I saw him and I saw that they went to Madonna's exclusive after party and they flew back from somewhere that she was touring, like a last minute flight to get there. But you are absolutely correct.
Yeah. No pictures of both of them together.
That isn't, I'm going to have to hit the Reddit hole for this today.
There you go. There you go. Something else to look into.
Casey, I downloaded the Reddit app because I read Reddit so much. I needed the whole app.
Molly. Intervention.
I'm like in bed at night, like Reddit. You can find a lot of non-biased answers on there about things though. Like if I am looking at, say, a supplement and I'm like, I want to know how this works. I'm curious about this or that. People just give their advice on there without censoring, without mixed in like sponsored ads, because like I do sponsored stuff in my work, but I am incredibly picky about what I share and what I like say works.
Yeah.
But I think there has to be a lot of people who just aren't because the money in the influencer world can be good and some people are willing to sell their soul. And I'm not going to believe everything I see on the internet. So that's Reddit.
I definitely agree. Yeah.
So
I also think there's some crazy people on Reddit too.
Well, that's true.
That they're selling their soul for no money at all.
Which is worse? Selling for money and providing for your family or selling for no money just to be mean to people?
Yeah. They're just wacky.
Wacky.
Okay, moving on. What were you saying?
I was asking you, hot take.
Oh, yes.
On the TikTok ban potential.
Okay.
Like President Biden just said that he will pass the ban if it passes through, is it Congress?
Yeah.
I think. So what are your thoughts?
So personally, I think that there should be a whole lot more control on social media in general. Like not necessarily for adults, like specifically for children. And I say that because like TikTok is, I should, let me put this a different way. I think there should be a lot more parental control. I don't think that any adult shouldn't be able to, go on any site they want to go on or whatever. But I definitely think there should be more parental control for kids. And I think TikTok is definitely one of those sites that should have parental control. Are there parents that don't care? Absolutely. But for kids that are younger, Avery's age, stuff like that, I feel like so much of that is just. but I don't know. I don't know what I think about the whole it's China owned, so it shouldn't be here.
Yeah.
They're stealing our information. Like this is just a whole new world that we've never really ventured into yet.
We have a hard job raising kids in this generation, I think.
Yeah.
Cause like, I don't know, like people always say like, oh, you have all these tabs on your kids with Life 360 and blah, blah, blah. Like we could never gotten away with all this stuff we did when as kids. Like, but the stuff that kids got away with as kids in the 80s, in the 90s, I feel like it was less dangerous. Like you weren't watching people do incredibly stupid stuff online and being like, let's go try that too.
Right. And
Yeah.
I mean, again, like I just don't some of these things these kids do, I'm like, do you not have any common sense? And maybe obviously
No,
some
they
they
don't.
don't.
Kids, kids generally don't have common sense. I think that that's truly something that has to develop as the brain develops.
Yeah, very true. Very true.
So yeah, it's not even like mean to say you have zero common sense. It's coming. It's coming. It's just not quite there yet.
Eventually. Oh.
Hopefully.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't really know how I feel about it. Like, I don't think that like the internet should necessarily be censored, but at the same time, I don't think that China should have rule over an entire generation either. So,
Well,
which
and
is kind of where we're getting to.
they have a lot of bans in China for what kids are allowed. Like kids are only allowed to be on TikTok. I think it's 2 hours a day or something like that. Like they have time limits on TikTok and they're not shown the same things that our kids are shown.
Yeah.
So it's like, if we're going to have it, then why don't we have some rules and regulations around it? Granted, bad people are always going to do bad things. There's always going to be people who figure out ways to like skirt it or whatever. But
Yeah.
I just think like they're creating the app and making all these limits on it. And maybe that's a sign that we should be creating limits too.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think in general, the entire internet here in the US, like how can you ban something, a Chinese app, but you have seemingly zero concern about other sites, you know,
Right.
horrible things that are going on and on other sites, but they don't ever seem to be banned. I know
So
Tim Tebow did like a huge speech in front of Congress this week.
I
It was
did
really
see
good.
that. Yeah.
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 But yeah, he's like big into the movement of like the trafficking and stuff like that. And
Well,
he's,
someone needs to be.
yeah, trying to make a huge impact on, you know, that portion of it. But I just am like, why are we focusing on this one site when there's like so many other things going on that we could be focusing on?
This is true. And I think that like the safety of our children is something that everyone in America can agree on. Like there's very few things I think that are
Yeah.
like agreed upon by 99% of the country, and child safety is up there. So whether it's this app, the trafficking issues, all these things, like there should be a lot more invested in a lot more ways, not
Yeah.
just banning this app.
Yeah. But I definitely think it should start as a parental guidance thing. And like I said, I know there are some parents that won't care and they'll, you know, just let kids have whatever. But for those of us that do, it would be nice to have some of that because I know
Yeah.
Apple has done a great job of putting time limits and stuff on, but let's face it, our kids are pretty dang smart these days and they've outsmarted Apple.
Well, I have the parental password and like app time limits on.
Yeah.
And the password got found out. And then I found out that the password got found out and I changed it to something there is no way they or I would remember. And so I had to write the password down and hide it. So now we're good. But just don't use the password you use for everything else that your children know.
Yeah.
Don't use your garage code.
My garage jug, my door code, my bank pin.
Yes, you should add some variety in your life. Spice up
I
your
know.
life. Spice up your life. Well, this is kind of fun talking about very different topics for us, I think. I
Yeah.
mean, somewhat different, I guess I should say, a lot of them. And I think that the Princess Catherine saga / royal family insanity should be a running item in our podcast until everything is resolved.
Okay.
I'm that invested that I'm willing to make this podcast a royal family podcast.
Yeah. Top priority.
Top, all
For
the
me.
way. Yep. First line item, first business we shall do.
Yeah. Well, it would just be an easy solution. Like if Kate is already up and out of the house and in a car, why can't we just video her
Yeah.
leaving the house and getting in a car?
Could
That
just
would
be
solve
like
all the problems.
yeah.
Yeah.
The royal wave like this. Yep, just like that.
Yeah.
That's what we need. Maybe the girl just needs a Target run. Target run and done. Give her a Starbucks, let her roam, and she'll feel like a new woman.
I mean, they could just shut down the whole Target and let her have her way in there.
I think someone should give her that for her next birthday gift.
Yeah. It would make her heart happy.
I hope someone on the royal family listens to this and does just that. Or someone at Target corporate. That would be helpful.
Yeah.
Get the poor girl a Target run. They have some good sales on spring clothes. I don't know if it's spring season there or not, but
I saw that.
I have a pickup today. I have to go grab it because I got quite a few things for spring break and I'm pretty excited, and I will show you any good stuff that comes in.
Cute.
Well, I know that you need to go deliver a forgotten lunchbox.
Yes, I do.
Which is one of the blessings of motherhood. It's that, do I pick up the slack or do I teach them to take their stuff to school? And I always pick up the slack.
Well, the bad thing about the schools these days, if they don't have lunch, then they just let you charge it right to the account. So you might as well park a lunchbox up there.
Our kids have free lunch anytime they want it, every day.
Oh no, one of my kids can rack up about $12 a day.
Oh my snap.
I finally put a limit on him. I'm like, this if you get $50 a month. They only eat once a week. $50 a month. When your $50 is gone, you guys are struggling for the rest of the month. And I'm going to tell you, it is the 13th and they have about $8 left. So.
Oh boy, you better get that lunchbox there quick or homeboy's going to starve.
All right. Well, thank you for joining us on the That's So Lane podcast. We will be back next week
with Princess Cat.
Update.